volume was like really low, so I definitely missed some stuff. So I'm trying not to be like.
I'm sure you probably missed a lot because a lot of the things in this movie were like quick lines of dialogue that you had to like infer, like you'd had to expand on, like you'd have to be like, oh, that means something because like I'm researching things about, like it was like small, like
I played the game, so I would know what that means.
Maybe not exactly. That's not exactly.
The only thing I remember from the games is, like I said, you get two agents. One of them's name was G.
Rogan and G.
I couldn't remember the other one's name.
Yeah.
And you just go into a house and you shoot zombies, and you try not to shoot the scientists.
Well, let's kick this off right, and then we'll get into this mess.
3 lives down. You got enough in there to finish me off?
One way to find out.
Gross.
This is not good.
Mario Brothers trumpet, no leap too small.
Fatality.
Alright, another episode of Losing Lives, and we have a long lost soul with us. Welcome back,
guys. Nice to be back.
Tim. Yep, and we have also Ryan.
Hey.
Hey. Alright, and then of course me, Seth. And we have House of the Fucking Dead. So, what's your first, well, let me do this. What's your video game history? I know me and Tim, we played a lot of this,
at least
for like Dreamcast.
We got it for Dreamcast?
House of the Dead 2. You don't remember
House of
all
the
that
Dead 2
House
is
of the
for
Dead we
Dreamcast.
used to play?
I remember
for
all the
Dreamcast?
Time Crisis we used to play on the Dreamcast. I don't remember a whole lot of House of the Dead.
Oh, I remember playing a ton of House of the Dead.
I remember we played it in
House of the Dead 2.
I remember playing it in the arcade a lot. I don't remember it ever coming home.
Yeah, we definitely played.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we did. I played a lot of Dreamcast stuff too, and then we, played it in the arcades and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they did like 4 different games.
5.
I
played them all.
It's all in arcades, right?
No.
Is House of the Dead the series that like sort of recently just went totally bonkers, and they just went with like this like just absolutely crazy style where you had like the black guy who was just cursing a lot?
That was
exploitation style.
Yeah,
It's
that was
Overkill.
Yeah, Overkill. That was for like the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was for arcade, and they ported it to the Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
The second one was also arcade and was ported to the Dreamcast.
Yes, and I had got it for Dreamcast because I played the Dreamcast.
I didn't want to include this, but Typing of the Dead.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
never played it, but
it made a lot of money.
I think it was actually the little bit I saw of it was actually just a port of House of the Dead 2.
Yeah, it was.
But it was like you type words,
and
then it shot the zombies.
Yep. and I want to say it made more money than the other game.
There was also a mobile game for House of the Dead. That was
I can see that. You like tap the screen to like.
Well, no, actually, it was like you were a person who was walking around shooting zombies. Like you look from what I saw, I was looking at.
So how do you shoot off screen if you're playing?
You don't. That's not how it works.
You shake your phone till you drop.
You shake your phone. Reload.
The third one was exclusively only on the Xbox when it first dropped. Okay. And it went from pistols to shotguns was your primary weapon. The fourth one went back to arcade style where it changed to Uzis.
Hell yeah.
You could shake the controller and you had a grenade button.
I think I played up to the fourth one because when I was watching a YouTube video of the history of House of the Dead and it was showing all these games, I want to say I remember up to 4.
I vaguely recall the
Overkill.
Shotgun that you did. I vaguely recall me and you were like, holy shit, shotguns. And we were
I think
like,
we was on a cruise ship and they had actually House of the Dead like 3 or 4.
Yeah, whichever
and you
one,
had like a shotgun and like Uzis or something.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
that. Sounds familiar. Yeah. Now you said there was 5 of them, so the 5th one was Overkill, right?
5th one was Overkill.
Yeah. Now that one didn't come to arcades, right? That was just
not at all.
Straight to Wii.
It started off straight on the Wii.
Arcades kind of been dying out by then.
Correct.
So they probably just put that straight to Wii. Yeah.
But yeah, it went straight to Wii, and then a year or 2 later, they dropped a director's cut on PlayStation 3.
Okay. Of Overkill?
of overkill.
I feel like this movie is spiritually synonymous with overkill. Like I feel I feel like it's if it's looking in a direction of the old ones, it's looking towards overkill.
The sad part is that
or maybe that's just me trying to accept it.
That's you trying to accept it. And the reason why I say that is because this movie, he actually, okay, we've now walked into Uwe Boll land. So this has happened.
Is this the first one?
And it just so happens,
Uwe Boll
and it just so
movie.
happened this is what you want.
That's it.
Yes, this is what you wanted. So you got what you wanted, Tim.
For the record,
I think that's why he's back.
For the record, my wife loved this movie. All right, like she was working. She works from home, which is why I had the volume down pretty low. And she kept looking over, and then something fucking retarded would happen, and she'd look at me with this big smile and be like, "I love this movie."
You're not the sharpest tool in shed, are you?
Wow.
She loved it.
Hey, you know what? For all that, it actually wasn't that bad to watch because it was silly enough and stupid enough stuff.
That's
where,
what she said.
like,
She said it was the right kind of shitty movie.
Yeah,
You know?
It was. So I mean, I'll give it that. Like, it wasn't as bad as like Chun-Li or
Exactly.
Double Dragons. Those two so far have become.
Have you guys
hard.
watched Double Dragon?
Yeah, we did that one a few.
It was hard to go back to. That
Yeah.
used to be our jam, dude. Me and you used to watch the shit.
Watch it again because Double Dragons is bonkers. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic Los Angeles from a huge earthquake that now is crime-ridden with criminals and stuff, and it's
In tie-dye. And
but it's just
And they're just trying to master that partner
that shit was
spin kick thing.
It was, and then you got the T-1000, who's the villain with the shades, and he's always got the shades on.
Hell yeah.
There's one scene in that movie where somebody flips on the lights, and he's like, "How could you? I didn't put my shades on yet." And he puts on his shades. He's inside. They just turned the lights on.
It sounds like the guy from Luke Cage. I did not like Luke Cage. I know it's totally off topic. But did you watch that?
Yeah, I thought Luke Cage was
the villain named Shades, who always wore shades.
Yeah, that was
stupid.
Yeah,
he was so fucking retarded.
Luke Cage.
you're talking about Theo Rossi?
I don't know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
he's
I'm talking about
Theo Rossi.
Shades.
Yeah, it's Shades. That's who the actor's name is. Theo Rossi. That's exactly what you're talking
fuck
about.
that guy.
Yeah,
He's nice in person. I met him early this year, and he's great.
That's wonderful.
Theo, we're not
Luke
talking shit about
Cage
you.
was all right. I liked it. Okay. The first half was good, and then they kind of changed gears on the villain, and it just kind of got.
See, for me, it
fell
got
apart.
good after they switched gears on the villain.
Really?
I did not like Cottonmouth. He was fucking retarded.
I liked Cottonmouth.
And then it switched gears, and I was like, okay, now you've got me. And then it went back to Diamondback, and then I was like,
Yeah. Anyways, off topic. House of the Dead, Uwe Boll land. So this movie is actually, to step back, this is a prequel to the games. Uwe Boll said it. And if you jump to the end of this movie, there's a reveal. If you see G comes in. You remember Agent G comes in.
I stepped away, and then my wife was like, "Oh, those agents you mentioned just showed up."
Yes.
I didn't see it.
Yes.
But, so
the two agents come in. I think who's the agent?
G.
It's weird when he introduces him and the other guy.
Yeah.
He introduces the black guy as G.
Yeah, no. And G
He never says
the
his
white
name.
character.
He never says his name.
Well, then again, no. I thought he did say his
but
name.
he's
was
supposed to be Rogan.
I thought he said Rogan. He said Rogan.
I don't remember.
I thought for sure he said his name was something with an R, and I didn't remember exactly.
It must have been quick.
Okay. Yeah, well, everything in this movie was kind of quick. There was quick things said.
Fair enough.
Everything was quick except for when they had to quickly charge to the front door
Oh,
of the
yeah.
house.
That
And then it
stopped,
turned
and it
into
was
an
Matrix.
action music video,
Yes,
and that was
yes.
fucking awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so that main character, his name, he does a reveal thing where he's like, "Hey, oh wait, you know what? I think
Wait, you talking about Rudy or Rogan?
I got it right here.
She okay? She look okay? What's her name? Rudolph? You got a last name? Curian.
Right there is supposed to be the reveal. If you've played the games, Dr. Curian is the main villain of the first House of the Dead.
So Rudy, the guy we've been following,
is actually the
Becomes the
villain.
villain.
Yes, he becomes the villain. So,
okay.
and how it ends too, the girl gets stabbed in the chest.
I saw that.
So he
After
actually
she
puts some of the blood.
Magically learned some incredible sword
They
fighting
all
techniques.
magically.
They just touch
no,
a weapon?
Oh no, she didn't magically. They actually slipped it in the beginning of the movie. They make a comment like, "Oh, I went to school doing this. I don't know why you went to school learning sword fencing." They said it at the beginning of the movie. They actually slipped it in subtly.
Still,
one line.
Still, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Fighting some centuries old dude whose weapon of choice is a sword.
Yes.
She would have got her ass beat.
Like, I watched this movie twice, and so the first time I didn't catch any of that shit.
Right.
And so everything was happening, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And then you watch it again, and you're like, oh.
But then, like, when you watch it again, there's like this line where they're like, oh, I went to school for such and such. Oh, you just went to school for sword fencing. I don't know who would want to do that. They make a line like that, right? So it's like, oh, so that's what explains her being able to sword fight.
Foreshadowing.
At the end.
Behold my literary techniques.
Yes. And then the other one was the guy who becomes the villain, the main character, Dr. Corbin, right? Curian. Excuse me. He makes a comment in the middle of it. He's like, well, yeah, I'm kind of in medical school. He says a quick line about being in medical school. I remember that. And so then when we get this scene here.
Rudy, take a look at this.
It's blood.
It's blood?
Yeah, but it's not human though. It's like it's been mutated. I've never seen anything like it before. It's completely unnatural. It's fucking genius.
Oh, that's supposed to be his
when he's
beginning of his path to,
I guess,
darkness.
I don't know exactly, but that was like he's looking at the blood through a microscope, and like he knows that it's blood, and it's like some kind of special type of blood. Like, and when the first viewing, I was like, "How the fuck do you know this?
Yeah.
Like, why do you know this?" But then on the second viewing, there's like a small comment where he's like, "I'm in medical school" or something, and I was like, "Oh, I guess that's supposed to explain it."
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes is like these quick, small dialogue lines, and it's like. Boom. Okay.
There's only so much time when you have to fit in homages to the Matrix, and did he say that he fit in an homage to Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah,
because I was watching that
and
scene.
Scarface.
I don't know about Scarface, but I was watching that scene and I was like, "This is Lord of the Rings." So I'm glad he actually admitted that.
Yeah.
The only thing I could really think about is all the 8-cup titties and beer.
Okay,
that was in this movie.
Yeah. That's all we got. In the first beginning part, there was a... So, to start off this movie, since we've kind of jumped around, in the beginning, it basically picks up, like, our main characters are these, like, you know, kind of college kids that are going to a rave.
Yeah.
A secret rave on an island somewhere.
That I still think was put out and funded by Sega.
Oh, it was. There was the Sega banner on the back of the show.
No. What I'm saying is, I like to think in the movie, Sega made that rave.
Well, I mean, you have to think that. You have to think that because the Sega banner was on top with like the chick who was dancing buku hard and then had her tits out afterwards, and then the other girl who takes the guy in the water and then her tits are out for a very long time.
Very long time.
And then
just walking around.
Then we get the other scene with the blonde chick and the weird guy that was
Clint Howard.
Yeah. Where is it at? Okay, here you go. This scene.
Mess. Did you get a real good peek there, Perf?
Oh, that's
I want to give this to you. It's for your protection.
It's for your protection.
Hey, I'm on the pill.
To ward off evil spirits.
Taken out of context, this is way better.
Right, it's better listening to it than watching.
And she actually called him Gandalf, so there you go. There was other lines.
Oh,
we got a Captain Kirk line because the captain of the boat is Captain Kirk. We get him being called Gandalf, and then we get that scene where he's hiding under the cave.
Hiding under the tree.
Yeah, so anyways, these kids, I'm going to play the scene I got. It's the introduction of the kids. Let me see. Where do I have that? There you go. No, that's the end. Oh, we could do this one. The intro dialogue was pretty great.
So many victims. It all started a few days ago when I came here for a rave. And now all that remains is the rotten smell of death.
That's like the beginning, dialogue.
All right, so that's supposed to be Rudy.
Yeah.
Is this whole movie supposed to be Rudy kind of retelling events? Is that the idea? I feel like that's what it was set up for.
That's what it was set up for.
And then it just proceeds to show you a bunch of shit that Rudy never ever fucking saw. For like the first...
Yes, for the first half is
the first half of the movie
is shit that Rudy
has no business knowing
Nor could he have been told this at any point because they all died very soon after they met him.
The chick who was with the whole party, though, she was alive. Did she live?
True.
She could have told him.
Okay.
All right, it's just
She died per se, but he brought her back to life with the blood at the end. So, because he took that dude's head and he put the blood in her. So that
I
she
didn't
was
see
alive.
that part. Okay, so she comes back to life.
Because after they have the sword fight thing at the end.
Yeah, I know. She got stabbed.
Does that. So,
I didn't know how she survived that. Because my wife just said, he didn't stab her that far. And I was like,
no.
I beg to differ.
It looked pretty. Yeah.
I think the idea is she died. He brought her back to life with the blood.
Yeah.
And then he's going to bring that to the city and you get House of the Dead 1. Right. It's a prequel to House of the Dead 1. He even stated it.
So what is House of the Dead 2, the movie? What is that about?
I don't know. We're going to watch it next. That's the next movie we're going to watch. And I don't think it has anything to do in the way of
It's a different
sequels.
director, right?
Yeah.
Uwe Boll did not do this one.
Yeah. So anyways, here's our character breakdown of our main characters.
Oh, where are they, dude? We're going to miss the boat.
Greg and Simon. Greg's the guy I played ball with in college. A good guy, if not a little goofy. Simon. They say God doesn't give with two hands, and they were right. You got the looks, but not much between those ears. Cynthia, Greg's girlfriend, pure eye candy.
That's the blonde chick.
She's like the ugliest one.
Thinks she's foxy brown.
That's the blonde
She's a
chick.
crush on Simon, but Simon only has eyes for Alicia, my ex. We broke up a few weeks ago so I could study and she could fence. She loves it.
There you go.
I don't see what it's
Fence.
good for.
See, I told you it's a quick line.
So when I first heard that, and this is the stupidest shit, I immediately went to like fencing, as in like selling illegally gotten goods for something. I was like, to fence? What the? And I just quickly discarded it. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
No, that's the line right there where she's actually sword fighting. So you're welcome.
That makes sense.
He covered his ass.
No, he didn't. All right.
It's like, don't try to take up for
There is
him.
no line and no setup for the Matrix scene. So that never got.
Fencing is different from like broadsword fighting and like.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we got those main characters and they meet on the boat and we get, what's his name with the raincoat? He's always wearing the yellow raincoat.
Or Salish.
Yeah,
I think it's Salish.
He was Clint Howard and he's been in a number of different movies.
His brother is also famous as well.
Oh yeah, who's his brother?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
That's his brother.
Okay, is it Ron Howard taking over one of the getting into the Star Wars franchise? I think, or something like that.
Something like that.
I thought I heard that. Man, yeah. Anyways, Clint Howard's been in a lot of different stuff. I think he was in Supernatural, actually. I think.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, I don't remember, but he does a lot of weird like.
And Clint Howard has a long cinematography list. Of movies.
He's like a
very
lot of
obscure shit.
I think what they consider like character actor. Like he just kind of does these different kind of characters. He's not like a main star. He's just always
he
just
plays
kind of,
like outlandish tertiary.
like always like a beady eye character in this movie.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he shows up in a yellow raincoat with a hook for a hand, and I was just like, "Really?"
Was that like a homage to I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I guess you could say that, but here we get some of his first dialogue.
We gotta get to this party. There's an island, and we're hoping to use your boat.
You're not the sharpest tool in the shed, are you? I said shove off. Or don't you sprechen the English?
Why don't you just name your price, and we can skip the crotchety old man on the sea routine. Man's gotta eat, right?
What part of shove off didn't you understand?
Hold it! Jeez, who's the U-boat commander?
Cuando más?
No.
What?
How much?
$300 now, fair?
About 600, mind.
600? No way. That's crazy.
No one is talking to you. Where are you headed, girls, huh?
Yeah, his accent changes.
I don't know. We got this map. It's somewhere in the San Juans. You just know where that is, right, Skipper?
You crazy?
That's because later he reveals how much of a badass he is.
Of course.
Now I have to match my accent.
Yeah.
Talking.
That scene where he's just shooting zombies off the boat, like how walking around like he's hardcore.
Yep, I like how in that scene the zombies are like slowly walking, almost Frankenstein-ish, like hands forward.
Yeah.
And then later zombies are like sprinting across
popping out windows.
I'm swimming.
Swimming. Aggressively swimming.
Well, they did that in the game.
Yeah, they did.
But what gets me is when he's looking down the scope and they're like, shoot him. And then all he does is he puts down the scope, says, I'm trying to
do, you fucking moron.
That's the line.
And then he takes 2 more seconds to get back into the scope to shoot. What a badass.
Yeah, of course.
But
it's badass.
I know we're not talking about that character yet, but you can hear it in that drop. He starts off Irish. He's got an Irish accent.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening to
See
it,
the Captain Kirk character?
Captain Kirk, he's got an Irish, and you clearly hear it
he
later.
He loses it, and he starts.
I don't know if I have.
And he
any
sounds
later
kind of
clips
German because I'm thinking he's going to be.
I think I do. Okay, so you heard that one.
Correct.
Let's do the backstory clip where they try to give us this mythology of what happened in the island. Here you go.
Best I reckon the story goes, there was once some crazy Spanish padre. He was banished from Spain hundreds of years ago.
Sounds Australian.
His name was Castillo Sarmado.
His accent's all over.
The Spanish were trying for falling the sands into the limes. But they never made it to the garrison. They say he murdered the crew of the San Cristobal, enslaved the natives of this island, and killed whoever came here ever since. Some say he still does.
Sorry I asked.
You ask me, it's just a bunch of smugglers and cutthroats looking for ways to scare people off.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
What can I say?
There you go. But yeah, his accent's all over the place because it was a little more Irish, and now
It
it's
started off
more
Irish.
like,
It was pretty heavy right in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was Irish and it was like broken English, German.
Maybe you should have talked to M. Bison from Chun-Li and give him an Irish tint.
I like to think Uwe Boll wanted him in this movie, and he's like, all right, what action you want me to do? He goes, anything you want, I don't care. Just be in my movie.
Just be a badass.
But what's great is we get this whole, like, I guess, a mysterious backstory, and then we get this scene shortly after when they get into the house.
Guys, check out this book. It looks pretty old. Maybe it'll help us.
It's an old book, so yeah.
Guys, this looks like a ship's journal. And according to the officer's logs, it says that Castillo Sermano killed the captain, then beached his ship and lit it on fire.
Oh, so the stories that Kirk told us make sense now.
I get.
Gotta back it up.
I guess. Nothing still made sense to me, and I'm amazed that she read all those ship's journals so quickly because she just read it, opened the book up, and was like, "Oh, it says all this stuff."
That was Alicia,
It
right?
all makes sense now. Yeah, Alicia and Simon.
Yeah,
the guys
she studied fencing. I'm telling you, man.
I guess so. Fencing teaches you everything.
And pirate log journals.
Yep. Yeah. But this movie,
That's
man,
the sex scene we get, by the way.
Yeah.
If you want to hit that again.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not really a sex scene though.
No,
they
but
don't
that's
actually,
the closest we got.
Yeah, because he goes in there to fuck her, but then he's like, "Hey, we'll take a shit."
We gotta pee, and then he tries to pee in the tent.
Yeah, he tries to pee in the tent. This is amazing. This is such a Ryan move.
Why is it a mime move?
I know that would be something, dude. I was like, "This is Ryan."
Are you fucking serious?
Ryan would be like, "Hold on, girl, let me pee right here, and then we can do it."
You'll love it.
You'll love it. Yeah, but
Not on my watch. I just love how y'all think of me.
We're just fooling. But
it's all good.
This movie here. So the first part almost sets up like a classic teen horror movie until we get to the point where they all get guns.
And then this is his homage to the Matrix.
Yeah,
they all jacked in and was like, I need to know how to use a Desert Eagle 45.
Before that was the homage to Scarface. Because when he gets the box, he's like, say hello to my little friend. And then he pulls out the guns. And what's funny is he pulls out all these guns and like, and here's the best weapon. And he pulls out a machete.
Yep.
And it's like,
he's like, weapon of choice. Everyone else has incendiary round shotguns and like fully automatic.
Fully automatic pistols.
Yeah.
And crazy
he's
shit like
just
that.
like, reliable here.
Reliable.
Never have to reload.
Reliable.
I know we're about to get to the really exciting part with all the fucking gunning down on the zombies. But I really want to go back to when the port patrol pops up and while they're just talking about going to that island, like not going, but they are going.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not going anywhere. You better not leave. How much to lose them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll make it 1,000. If you can you lose them? I guess so. And then before he even puts his hand on the wheel, all I hear is, you better get back here.
Yeah.
And then he slowly drifts at the speed of smell.
Oh, wait. And then
to the water.
Wait. Not only that, we get this scene right after he gets paid.
Hate to break this to you, kid, but I would have done it for free. A lady needs to dine an humble pie once in a while.
So you've run into her before?
Run into her? Oh, yeah. She's had a huddle from me ever since we got out of the service, and I didn't start working for Uncle Sam like she did.
So I guess they both had military background.
Yes.
That was stated.
I remember
and
that.
apparently he just tells the guy after he pays him, like, oh, I've done it for free.
Gotcha, bitch.
Right, I thought about it, but I'm still thinking they're sitting there like, he got away.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can
swim after him and still get him.
You can start up a boat.
Why? Why? They always ask why.
I'm glad he was one of the first to die.
He was one of the first. But then, I don't know where that scene came from when, because he turns into a zombie, and then, like, there's a scene where he hears him whistling, and he's whistling some kind of tune that I don't think he's whistled the whole movie. And then I guess it's supposed to be like, oh, it's that guy. And he, like, Clint walks out. Not Clint Howard, I'm sorry. Captain Kirk walks out, and it's him in the raincoat as a zombie, and he, like, shoots him, and he gets jumped by zombies. So then he blows himself up with a dynamite and kills everything.
Oh,
that's how he goes out.
What it was?
But there's this scene where he's, like, whistling as a zombie. And
the zombies did whatever the fuck they wanted, man.
Yeah.
Another thing,
whatever they wanted.
Another thing I want to point out was when he was sniping the zombies.
Yeah.
And the scene where the zombie attacks his arm and bites him.
Yeah.
Was it me or the sound effects they used was like a woman screaming?
I didn't catch that, but I wish I would.
I caught that, and I had to go back and rewind it. Like, are you fucking serious?
I should have got that. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, because he gets beat instead of being, like an ADR going of a dude.
Yeah,
it sounded like a woman screaming. And then at first I wasn't even paying attention. Like, oh, some woman got attacked, and then he's like, oh, how bad is the bite in your arm?
You're like, wait, he got attacked?
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Me? Why me?
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
He got so mixed up in his accents that he switched genders.
Well, this is what I like when the lady. What was the lady? She like a Coast Guard or?
That's what I was asking. I just chalked her up to be like Coast Guard. Is what I assumed. I never read.
I think
when they were was Jordan. I don't remember. Jordan.
I think when they were in the military, they were probably Coast Guard together.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just surprised when she just popped up. First, she had like the pistol, and I was like, okay, that's normal. And then later, she just like switched out to this huge rifle, and I was like, where the fuck did that
She
come
had like
from?
an AR-15.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Oh wait, this is when she first pops up. This is the terrible dialogue that they have for her.
It's the whole movie.
What the hell was that thing?
Our best friend.
Not anymore.
That cracked me up.
Wild animal.
Nobody says that after they've shot someone's best friend. You do that before you shoot him. Because you're like, look, that ain't your best friend
Everybody
anymore.
hold on
Pow.
a minute.
She literally rolled
Maybe I
up,
can get us
murder.
Oh, and then the guy,
come
that's
in.
his girlfriend dying.
Yeah.
And he just like looks down and like covers his face with his hand for a second, and then he's like, fine. I think he looks, and for a second in the camera, he looked. Yeah, he's also
he
covered.
had other problems. That guy she killed was such an easy target.
Oh, and I like that she decides to take him with her.
I know. For what reason?
Oh, this is why.
Me? Why me?
Sorry.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Are you wounded?
No.
Can you use a gun?
Well, I can.
That's why you.
I still don't know
That's
why.
him.
Still don't know why.
No, don't know why, but yeah, that's why. That's the reason she gave.
Yeah,
So
because he's not a doctor.
who then has the first, and he has the first kill scene where when he dies,
Yeah,
the
like the
camera like
freeze frame,
spins around, and then the red comes down.
So she picked the wrong person.
Oh, and then,
I just started going dead whenever that happened. Because I was like, well, if you're not going to do it, I am. All right,
And then
someone needs to do it.
that would have been great if they would have wrote like "You are dead."
Yeah.
You know, like the
Wasted.
screen.
This is an homage to GTA.
Well, this movie beats you over the head with every transition. Is like a scene of the actual video game.
That's what I said. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known.
Mostly from 2.
It would have been a random just zombie movie.
You wouldn't have known if you was like a diehard fan, I guess. But I don't know how many people are diehard fans of the crappy story that the game just had some. It was an arcade game.
The game was just shoot zombies.
Yeah. All right. Well, you were into it. Why don't you regale us with the in-depth knowledge you have of the story?
That's fine. I will. It's not smut, guys.
But
I mean, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Tim and I explained it earlier. It's about 2 agents, Rogan and G, who go to the House of the Dead, which is.
Do they kill Dr. Curian at the end? Because in the second game, it's Goldman.
It's Goldman.
Goldman is the bad. I don't know who that is, but he's like the bad guy.
Goldman he's like a tycoon.
Yeah.
He's like an entrepreneur, and he's taken over the experiments of Dr. Curian.
Yeah.
Dr. Curian kind of dies because his ultimate creation is the magician, and he actually pops back up in the 3rd one. So he doesn't actually die. Which
I guess is important.
1 and 3.
This movie is his origin story.
1 and 3
Yeah.
ties in with each other, as 2 and 4 ties in with each other. So it kind of goes back and forth. But yeah, it's about the 2 agents that go to Dr. Curian's house, which he is doing mad science experiments on, like experimenting with like different monsters, trying to come up with like the perfect rejuvenation potion.
Yeah.
And that's why he was trying to resurrect.
I don't think this guy ever is in the game. The villain in this one, which is just this guy from Spain.
The pirate?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Who's
Not at
just
all.
like comes to the island and experiments on people and
Picture it like, I even hate to drop it, Resident Evil,
Yeah.
where the Stars team, they go into the mansion, they figure out all this shit's happening, then they destroy it within the mansion, but somehow it gets to the streets of the city. The same thing, just like House of the Dead 1 and 2. It starts in the house, then it ends up in the city.
I remember in 2 or 3, you wind up like there's scenes where you're in a car and you're like driving around, and so
I'm telling you played a shit ton of 2.
I probably did. I just don't.
And
remember.
2 starts off in the street, and basically you take place in different parts in the streets, in the sewers,
play
on the
as-
dock, and then you end up in a building. Okay, I don't know. It sounded real quiet for a second. Sorry about that.
You play as 2 different agents, which is James and Gary.
But G is Gary, right? Because
no.
G is in 2.
G is in 2, but it's right in the beginning when that little flying monkey thing pops up, says that we have Rogan and G. And they're like, oh no, we better go get them.
Yeah.
And then as you shoot the zombies in the street, they turn to the left and go to the first door. You see Rogan laying on the floor, may or may not be dead, but he's not.
Okay.
He's laying on the floor, knocked out. You see G holding his stomach after eating Taco Bell. I don't know. He's holding his stomach like he's damaged. And then he looks up. He goes, G, what happened? And he goes,
That's right.
Take this. And hands him a key or something.
Yeah,
or you
yeah,
got to go out through there. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No more Rogan and G until the third game.
And they find some shotguns after the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I think you get it with the number 4.
And I mean, in this movie, getting back to it, it does end up in a house that is dead. So, like, at first I was like, this is just on an island. This is the island of the dead. It was like, oh no, there's a house on here. It is the house of the dead.
House of the dead on the island of the dead.
Sure. Yeah.
Most of the movie takes place outside of the house, though.
Yes, most of the movie does.
Vast majority.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this movie felt like a lot longer than it needed to be, because I think it was
only an hour and a half.
It was an hour and a half. I guess that's about
it felt longer.
It does because there was a lot of scenes that were just dragged out for no.
Actually, it was an hour and 43 minutes.
Well, that's with like credits and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I just cut that out for credits.
And if you take out every transition scene where you see video game footage, you might get about an hour.
That was vital. We need to.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that.
I had to be reminded what I was watching here.
So, I guess we dance around it. Let's get into that fucking Matrix scene.
Hell yeah.
Because that scene was fucking bonkers. So
that was awesome.
In the movie, so they're at the rave. The rave goes bonkers, gets attacked by zombies. Everybody's dead. They're trying to get to the boat. And because zombies attack them from the water, I guess they can't use the boat. Even though I think the boat's fine.
They just can't get to the boat. Because Simon tries to swim to it and he gets like
attacked by zombies.
But nobody decides to go
Kirk
to the boat.
Is like already off the island, perched up, taking snipe shots at
because they attacked him on the boat. So I think he got off of that.
Yeah,
so
he let it drift.
Plus
the boat was like filled with zombies. Like you could see them all. So it's pretty valid to not try to go to the boat.
I guess. Oh, not after that fucking scene where they do Matrix kills to everybody. They should have just took those weapons and went back to the boat.
Yeah, because the boat was fine.
Yeah, like they could have went back and just killed all those zombies after they gave all those kids guns, because they went like when they got their guns, I could imagine like they got like those upload links in the Matrix and they just like I know
they picked up the guns and he was like Desert Eagles, and then he got on the phone and was like, Link, I need to know how to use Desert Eagle 45 right now.
Yeah, just imagine just all get on their cell phones and just upload right quick, and then they just go. And so we have this whole shootout, like, and
not just a shootout. Liberty was kung fu and zombies.
Oh yeah, no, but she's Asian.
Crescent kicking the shit out of them. An Asian girl dressed up in a spandex American flag.
Fellas, please.
I was so sad that she died right there. I was like, I want her to make it to the end.
And what was crazy is like he shot these other zombies and she's like, help! And he looks at her
and just watches.
And he's just like, yeah, you gonna die, bitch.
Yeah. It was not only that, but after she gets taken, he has a whole forward-backward montage of everything that just happened in the movie. What the fuck?
What is this? It just does that like super fast forward cut of like everything that happened up until then. Like he's struggling to do what? I don't fucking know. And then he just like, oh yeah, this is where I'm at. And then look and watches her die. And it's like, liberty! It's fucking awesome.
But also, I remember.
No. What was it? I think it was the black chick who jumps up in the air and shoots her shotgun as an axe comes flying.
No, that was
out.
Alicia.
Oh, Alicia.
Yeah,
but
because
there was a
ninja zombie runs out of the house, does a flip off of the balcony, throws the axe mid-flip. She jumps for no fucking reason. Freeze frame, spin the camera, shoots the shotgun. I was like, oh, she's going to shoot the axe out, and then other pellets are going to... Nope. Axe just totally misses her, like, to the side. She didn't jump over it.
Ninja Zombie doesn't have good aim.
And Ninja Zombie just gets, like, wasted and falls back.
I was sitting there thinking, why couldn't she just stand there?
Why couldn't she just stand there and
blow him in half?
On my watch.
Gotta jump.
Did you see the explanation the guy had for the guns? When she goes, I don't even know where you even got that from. He goes, actually, don't worry, I found these. And she's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's see what you got.
Yep.
And everybody gets guns. Yeah, but I think there was a quick scene. So the black chick actually had a Desert Eagle. And yeah, she had the Desert Eagle, and he makes a comment like, "Oh, the Desert Eagle." No, Alicia had the shotgun. But there's a scene where all of a sudden she's shooting a Desert Eagle. Then the scene changes, and she actually has a shotgun. And then she goes back to having
they were tossing their weapons to each other across the courtyard. Like, I need a reload.
Yeah. What about the fucking model? It's like earlier
with the Uzi, he's got the bandits, and he's just like stone cold killer, man. Like just
hold on. No, it wasn't even an Uzi.
It was just a pistol.
It was an automatic pistol with a laser sight on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god!
But it's not only that. So okay. It's still a stretch that they could shoot like that, especially those girls. Like, Alicia is a small frame girl with a big fucking shotgun. Like, that kick should have her, like...
Apparently had, like, never... Because, like, she handed her, it was like, here, and she was kind of like, I don't know about this. And then she's just like, oh, we need to get into this house. Ready up, bitches.
Yeah,
and just, like, run in.
And then, okay, so I can go,
People
like...
got hand grenades now.
People have guns, you point and shoot, okay? Like, it definitely shouldn't have gone down that way, but... I can swallow that a little better than I think it was. Let me see what I keep calling her the black chick. She was.
I don't remember her name.
Karma. That was her name.
Oh, there you go.
Karma.
Fair enough.
And
fair enough.
Karma. She picks up the axe and then throws it right into that zombie. Boom. That takes way more like skill and technique. Like, how do you know how to fucking do that?
Because. Pick it up. She had her cell phone. I don't know if you noticed that. Like as she was picking it up, and she was like, "Like, you know how to throw the shit right now." And just like and that was it.
Matrix upload.
And he was able to download it into her mind.
Oh, and then after they clear out like a ton of zombies, and then like okay,
you didn't happen to get the cut of when before they did that?
No,
because I could have sworn they were like. They got to the house because they were like, this is the safest place to be. And they said, okay. So they run out there and they're like crouched down looking at it. They're like, shit, the courtyard's filled with zombies. And look at the house and they're like, we just got to make a run for it. The shortest is we got to get there as fast as we can.
Oh, and they don't.
And then it just turns into a fucking massacre. Like, and I was like, are you guys circling back around to find more zombies to kill? What is happening right now?
Clear out all this. And this is the thing too, right? So if you've seen that rave, now I don't know how many people have been on that island from, I guess, the pirates and shit, whatever. But that rave, I swear,
there was like 30 people.
30 people.
Yeah.
Like
it was not a big rave.
No, not at all. Like I guess he just couldn't afford a bunch of eggs. Like it's supposed to be the biggest rave of the century, you know.
Was 30
and
people.
There's like 30 people there. So I think in that scene, I think they killed more than 30. Like there should be no more zombies.
I mean, they just said he's been like collecting bodies on that island for a while.
Yeah.
I was okay with the amount of zombies. I was just, it was just like, how many times are you guys going to circle back around this courtyard? Get to the fucking house. And they get to the house and they're like, I'm out of ammo. Because y'all spent the last 4 minutes just shooting everything in sight.
So, guys, what gets me is when Port Patrol, that's what I kept calling her throughout the whole movie.
I don't know what you want to call her.
Her and...
That's weird.
Rudy, right? The main Dr. Kieran.
Yeah.
She's like, get into the window. So he hops to the window. She's like, I'll be right behind you. She turns around. There's like maybe 5 or 6, and she still has plenty of ammo.
Yeah.
She kills 2 of them. She's still surrounded. And she's like, all right, now's the perfect time to go through the window.
Yep.
And then they run, and it just so happens one of them run up on her with an fire axe.
Oh, that's right.
It's a fucking fire axe.
Yes,
runs up, and while they're grabbing her,
they've been wielding weapons for a while.
Yeah.
Right, and it just so happened he ran up with a fire axe, just started chopping her.
Just chopping.
And he quickly pulls her in, and her lower half is gone.
Just gone.
Yeah.
And thankfully, Rudy was a doctor, so he could identify that she wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. He was like, no.
He did the best he could. He did the best he could by putting a blanket over her.
Yeah, just put a blanket over.
He's like, I know I'm going to have to do this when I'm in med school. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that was...
I was highly amused at how responsive these zombies were to, like, blunt force. Kung Fu chick is kicking zombies and like kneeing and elbowing, and the zombies are like running out of air and shit and like responding to these blows.
Yeah,
but they got zombies so you can blow their legs off, and they keep on. So she just found the right zombies.
Oh yeah,
like the pressure points.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you can punch a zombie and have them go like, oh shit, ow. You know. But
damn lady.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was watching, there's a little director cut where Uwe Boll talks about the scenes in the movie. And, like, he was saying, like, he didn't want to make just your typical teenagers in the woods get killed by zombies. So, like, he threw in this, like, Matrix scene.
He didn't make it typical.
No,
he sure fucking did.
Mission accomplished.
If you think it, you can. If you dream it, you can do it. Uwe Boll is a perfect example.
Yes.
Yep. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yep. And so he did that because he was like, I'm going to amp this movie up. He was like, it'd be cool if they had these guns and they were just shooting down zombies, and it would be like the game where they just shoot the zombies. So he was trying to do it like
game,
that,
you're playing as trained agents.
You're trying as trained agents.
It makes some level of sense.
Some level, yeah.
I mean, it was really like the game. It was bad acting. It was.
I'm gonna play a clip at the end of like I found this clip on YouTube with like a compilation of like the scenes from the video game.
Thank you.
The dialogue, just the dialogue from the actual video game.
Sorry that was loud, but I'm really excited.
But let's. Is there any other scenes y'all want to get into before we get into rating this movie? And I'm gonna get the trailer because I didn't play the trailer in the beginning.
I'm still baffled about the recoil on that fucking automatic pistol he had, because how it was. The recoil was so fast that he probably would have dropped that gun.
Oh yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. He turned into Stone Cold Killer when he had that shit on. He was just like killing the shit, just like slow walking and just like unloading on these bitches.
But he does do that, but then we actually get this scene right afterwards.
What do you think's gonna happen to us?
Does it matter?
I was just about to bring this scene up.
Is this the random awkwardness of him and Karma?
Yep.
Hooking up for whatever reason?
Who's gonna be able to look me in the eyes with a face like this?
That's his concern right now.
I'm a freak. I belong in the fucking circus.
Don't talk like that.
I still think you're
you've been very
sexy.
brave
And I was just
tonight.
like, what?
I still think you're pretty damn sexy.
There you go. And they just make out.
And after that, I just felt like all these characters that we're getting to know and love are now just easy pickings.
Yeah, because they get their kiss scene. And then
shortly after that, Simon suicides himself.
Oh yeah, the other guy, Rudy, and Alicia, right?
That's the name of my dog, by the way. So it made it very easy for me to remember.
Yeah. So Rudy and Alicia get their little scene of kissing. And I was like, are they gonna fuck? Like, are we gonna stop the movie and have a fuck scene in the middle of this?
No, we already got Humpty Bumpty.
Yeah.
You can't get any higher than that.
Humpty Bumpty.
Is that what it is? Humpty Bumpty?
Humpty Bumpty.
He's like, Humpty Bumpty.
I kept thinking it was like Boogity Boogity or something like that.
Humpty Bumpty.
He's talking about getting his Humpty Bumpty on.
Humpty Bumpty.
I was like, because I keep hearing it, and I was thinking of the character from
that's one of my new favorite drops. That's going into Who's Next. Like, that's going to go in with the I Keep Coming and all that. That's going to be
when people are humpity bumpty.
Humpty Bumpty. Oh, but we did get this. I like this scene at the end where we find out the motive of the villain.
You created it all so you could be immortal. Why?
To live forever? Yeah. What do you think immortality is, dumbass?
Yeah, it's like you wanted to be immortal. Why? To live forever. Like, isn't it self-explanatory?
Then that scene is another example of what I was talking about earlier, where the zombies are like oddly responsive. He got out of their grip by like kneeing one in the face, and then he was like, oh shit, and then he like broke out of somebody else's grip by like kicking somebody. I was like, zombies don't operate like that.
Yeah. So you had Simon pretty much just kill himself to save everybody,
so they can get through that hatch.
Of course. And then next you have
Karma killed herself like right after that, right?
No, I want to say either she killed herself or one of the fungus zombies out of the wall grab her.
No, because they're going.
Okay.
And they get to a point, and then they kind of get like a bunch of fungus zombies jump out, and then she's like, "You guys go ahead, I got this." And she like runs in and does these like low spinning elbow jabs and like uppercuts one, and then she just kind of gets swarmed. But yeah, her version of getting this is to again kung fu the zombies into yeah.
Oh, and I'm pulling this up right now. Let's see. I want to get a good. I'm trying to find it. I think this might be it where they have it. This movie was a bit of a success, actually.
Well, I mean, it's great. It wasn't your typical teens go to a island and get murdered.
No, it wasn't. I think it cost them about the budget was like $5 million.
That's unfortunate.
For the movie.
Yeah,
but it made. Oh no. Wait,
oh no! Never mind. I'm sorry.
Well, see, I'm getting.
We should have gave him a couple more million so we could have people from the Matrix in it.
All right, this is saying the production budget was $12 million. All right,
okay,
that's what it's saying. But at IMDb, it gave me $7 million. This Box Office Mojo is giving me a $12 million production budget, and it's saying it made worldwide $13 million.
Okay.
So either way, it's profitable. A little bit. I don't know what kind of marketing budget they had, but I'm sure it wasn't much. So I'm getting the budget here to be $12 million from Google too. So and it looks like the box office it made $13.8. So
we'll go with 12.
It was slightly profitable. So it made
its money back.
Yeah, it made its money back. So it wasn't a complete like flop. Like it didn't. It probably covered the marketing budget.
I can see. I have known people, especially like back in high school, who would go watch that movie and they come back and be like, "Dude, that movie was dope, man!
Yeah.
Like, they were running in there, they were fighting all these zombies, man."
And
they
look,
all had
that's
these guns.
just the box office. So DVD sales, anybody who rent this movie,
I've had buddies who went out and bought it in fucking DVD.
This
played
movie,
on their Xbox.
all intents and purposes, this was probably a profitable movie. So
titties and beer, kung fu zombies.
Yep.
Yep. What else can you got? Humpty bumpty.
Humpty bumpty.
Yeah.
Humpty bumpty.
I mean, he hit all the key elements.
You had a great actor that can hit every fucking accent possible.
Yep. Multi-accented.
Hell, I'm sold.
Linguistic master.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. These are some of the trivia. I'm gonna do the trivia, and we're gonna grade it. I'm gonna play the trailer, and then I'll get into the game's clips, and we'll end this thing. So here's some of the trivia. Reviews were so bad that Danish cinemas refused to buy it.
You were wrong, guys.
They missed out on the Humpty Bumpty.
They missed out on Humpty Bumpty. It was the last film to use the turntable technique for 360 shots. The risk of the actors being hurt or killed by the fast-moving camera was too high.
Whoa.
So they were the last ones to get those camera shots.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to take risks and make success like this, right? Yeah.
Jonathan Cherry. Do you know what character Jonathan Cherry played?
No idea.
Let me go.
It doesn't say.
It will. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Jonathan Cherry. Oh, he was Rudy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, Rudy. So, Jonathan Cherry, he burned 30% of his hand on the second day of shooting. The scene on the bridge where he hurts his hand was shot later to explain the bandage he had to wear. So
I was just about to say how that scene was pointless. Like his hand falling in that nail. It doesn't serve any purpose because later on he's just handling that axe like it's nothing. But it's good that it actually made some level of sense.
So this gives the trivia thing. The movie is set before the events of the first House of the Dead video game,
which now makes somewhat sense.
Oh, here you go. 32 video clips from the original game appear in several parts of the movie.
Yeah, several parts is right.
26 appear during the 10-minute battle in front of the house.
Yes, it does.
I can't believe that.
The 10-minute battle, 26 video game clips appear.
I remember there was one in particular that really just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, and it was like someone was shooting and then they reloaded, and then it cut to a transition of them running out of ammo and being like, reload. And I was like, he already reloaded. I remember thinking that. I feel like, just switch that, man. Just make it.
I've even seen a couple scenes from House of Dead 3 because I saw the shotgun shells on the side of the screen.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't pay too much.
This actually was Uwe Boll's first American movie.
It wasn't really.
This was the first American movie Uwe Boll did, bringing him into the United States.
So, what is it? The Name of the King came after this?
Yeah.
Yes.
This came out in 2003.
Wait, this came after Blood Rain?
Before.
This came before Blood Rain?
Maybe. Was Blood Rain filmed in America? Because this is his first American film.
Filmed in America.
Yeah, I believe so. They
Filmed
say
in America?
This is all it says. Uwe Boll's first American movie. I'm assuming filmed in America, but I'm not sure.
Because I want to say Blood Rain was before the House of the Dead.
It might have been.
honestly-
We're gonna have to watch those movies. I think there are like 3 of those.
I think there's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because third one's called like
Christ.
Rise of the Third Reich or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
A Salish, the name of Clint Howard's character, is also the name of a Native American tribe local to the Pacific Northwest.
Wonderful.
Good on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 5 kinds of zombies are shown in the movie. Undead crew members of the San Cristobal, other centuries-old zombies, other centuries-old zombies, just various
broad
people that were killed between 40 and a few years ago, and finally the ravers that were killed no more than 12 hours ago.
Wonderful.
So they kind of kept that in track. That's all the little trivia tips. I'm gonna pull up the YouTube. Oh, God damn it! I'm gonna pull up the YouTube video of the trailer.
The trailer.
Tim, why don't you start with your rating of this movie, and we'll go to you and we'll finish with me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give it like a 3, just because
you lost 3 lives.
No, I lost 2 lives.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Just because it was stupidly entertaining. Like, you know, it wasn't like the best way I can relate it is not like how Chun-Li made me feel. It was just like this misery and like grinding through this awful piece of shit. This movie was just like, there was moments where I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? But it was entertaining.
All right.
At first, when I first started watching this movie, I was going to think to myself, okay, I'm probably going to lose 4 fucking lives.
That's what I assumed too. Yeah.
At first. And until the end, like going towards the end of the movie and then realizing this is a prequel.
Yeah.
That actually blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
It blew my fucking mind, and I actually had to watch it this morning again. And watching it again, knowing that it was a fucking prequel, was like, this is a little bit better than what I remembered it to be.
Yeah.
See, what saved it
This
for
makes
me
so much
was,
sense.
It was just a Courtyard 10-minute music video shootout. Like, that was, I was like, this is insane. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep.
That was it.
Yeah, I'd say I'm on 2 lives down. Like, it definitely wasn't the worst thing. I mean, it's not something that you're like dreading to get through, but it does have like bad dialogue scenes and some like scenes that are just like what, but then you get these like crazy, you know, gun action scenes and stuff like that.
And it's because of that. That's why I only lost about 2, because I know if we're doing a whole Uwe Boll marathon, yeah, if we're doing a whole Uwe Boll thing, the worst is yet to fucking come.
Yeah,
and House of the Dead is not the worst. It's not.
No. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. So I think 2 lives down seems unanimous between everybody.
Yeah,
so 2 lives. I'm wondering how House of the Dead 2 is going to be. I don't think it's going to be.
I saw it a couple years ago.
I suspect it will be a legitimate attempt at being like a scary movie. That's just what I'm thinking.
It didn't even come out in theaters. It came out on it was a sci-fi original movie.
Ooh, those are awful, dude.
Oh yeah, this is going to be rough. You know, just a sci-fi. You know they're doing
another fucking Sharknado.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like it's based off a video game. This one's based off a comic. Happy. Sci-Fi Network is getting their hands on Happy.
Is that the detective who can like eat things? And then
that's Chew.
That's Chew. Okay.
Okay, so you don't know what Happy is. Happy. I'm mixed feelings about this. I'm curious to see what they do, but I don't care for Sci-Fi Network. This production.
It's awful.
So
they're really bad.
Happy was a really good book by Grant Morrison that I enjoyed. It was a detective who sees an imaginary animal. It's a little blue horse.
Okay, I've heard of this, but
and he's a grimy, he's not even a detective anymore. Actually, he's like a hitman. He used to be a detective, and he's like a hitman now. But he's like always almost like a Max Payne thing, but even worse, like always drunk and on pills and whatever. Yeah. And this little imaginary animal comes and starts like talking to him and like telling him, "You need to find somebody."
Sci-fi is not going to nail this.
Spoiler alert. Because I'm assuming you may not read it. And anybody who's, if you want to just skip ahead for a few seconds, if you want to read the book or whatever, go ahead. It turns out that imaginary horse is, I think it's his son, no, it's his daughter's imaginary friend he didn't know he had. And she got kidnapped by a pedophile. And her imaginary friend has gone to him to be like, you need to help
save this girl.
Her.
Yeah.
And he at first is like so drunk and out of it, like this little imaginary horse thing. It's almost comical at first, but like it then gets his ass in gear and he saves his child. And it's an awesome story. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. So, and it's like
that kind of has me on board.
And like it's like a whole thing you don't find out to the end. Like, oh shit, that's his kids. Like, that's fucking, that was fucking awesome. Like, I liked it. So
sci-fi is in a body. I have zero faith in. I've never seen anything sci-fi original that has been any good.
Really? Nothing? Not like King Cobra versus Anaconda? Or Komodo versus
my
fucking Sharktoctopus?
My wife and I were like flipping through Netflix and she saw Van Helsing and she was like, it's like it's like his daughter. And I was like, that could be pretty cool. Is it a Netflix original? She's like, I think so. And she's like, click. We watched 3 minutes of it, and I was like, "This is sci-fi original." Like that's all it took. I just saw it, and I was like, "This looks like sci-fi."
Now,
and then we backed out, and it was like sci-fi original.
I tell you this: there's a sci-fi original show called The Magicians. I don't think it was that bad. I don't think that show was like, they dropped F-bombs. It was like a sex stuff.
I didn't think 12 Monkeys was bad either.
But like,
it's not a sci-fi original.
Yeah, it is. The show.
Oh, the show.
They did a show.
It's based on the movie. It's based on the movie 12 Monkeys with Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. But it is a sci-fi original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard that one wasn't bad either.
It's not.
And
It's
The
not
Magicians, Jerome turned me on to that, and that one wasn't that bad, and it's sci-fi.
Z Nation is okay. It's just silly as shit.
Yeah, Z Nation wasn't that bad either. It is silly, but it wasn't that bad. But you know what is bad? Stan versus Evil or something like that. They tried to rip off Ash versus Evil Dead, and it was fucking horrible.
I wish that was good though.
Yeah, I do. I wish it was too.
I love the actor. Was it John C. Hinckley?
Yeah, he's a guy from Scrubs.
He's so good.
You've watched Scrubs, Tim?
Yep.
Okay, so you know Dr. Cox?
He was in that?
He's the main character. He's the main character who is like a sheriff who's basically of this little town that's like haunted by basically like Evil Dead stuff. So they did like his own version of that, and it was terrible. Of course, fucking terrible.
Was it really terrible?
It is. They only did like 8 episodes.
I forgot that was even a show.
It's on Hulu. They have the 8. I would watch
8 glorious episodes.
I watched it. Like, I was like, all right. I suffered through a good bit of episodes, and I was like, this is not going good at all.
But at the same time, I would agree with Tim. Everything else on sci-fi originals, as far as movies, is garbage. I don't see how they are still making a Sharknado.
Happy
5.
Well, okay. So Sharknado works because it's purposely bad.
Yeah, they embrace the campiness.
They embrace the campiness, and honestly, I don't think the Sharknados are that bad. I mean, they're not good, but it's for what it's supposed to be. I don't think it's the worst. But by and large,
it's the Uwe Boll effect.
Yeah, that's kind of what it has.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, but the shows, they've been hit or miss with the shows. Happy is supposed to be a show. Mm-hmm. Personally, Happy should be on something like HBO or Stars or something like that, because Happy has a lot of adult material that they're gonna have to cut out and change up, and it's just, I don't think it's gonna play as good. But we'll see. Anyways,
you'll see.
Here's your trailer.
Five teens just looking for fun at a rave.
Wait, wasn't there a House of the Dead theme?
I did too.
Awful zombies looking for one thing. I just want.
Wasn't that the song they played during the shootout?
Yes.
I was like, House of the Dead. I'm like, they have a theme. This movie works.
They are fast. They fight to the end and beyond.
There it is.
There's
Just the gun scene. That's basically the whole trailer.
The whole trailer. I tell you, that's what saved the whole movie for me. I was down to one life left,
Best
and
I
then they
reckon
were
the story
like,
goes,
"We need to get to that door as fast as possible."
There was once
and then it was just like,
crazy
"Oh
Spanish
shit!"
padre who was banished from Spain.
They really put the backstory in this trailer?
It's still going?
It's still
I cannot
going.
see your face. You know why I was banished from Spain. Your experiments are not of
They
God.
put the whole
They say
backstory
he
in the
murdered the crew
trailer.
of San Cristobal, enslaved the natives of this island, and
What
killed
the
whoever
fuck
came
is
here
this?
ever since.
Is this the
Some
actual
say
trailer?
it's still
Are you
dead.
sure?
Yes.
It was my fault. It was my fault. Were you here?
What was
Did
his
you
fault?
see it? Did you see me
This
watch them
says
rip her
House of
apart?
the Dead trailer 2003. It even had the guy's voice. Same video.
5 Ds.
There it goes.
Based on one of the most popular video games of all times.
I don't know about that.
All the
Definitely-
timelines.
No.
He said all times. Plural times.
Wait, what did you say? What about time, Tim, with fucking
Everything, everything has happened, will happen, and is happening.
That is amazing. So, all right, that was the that trailer.
I forgot about the song.
It kicks in with the song, and then it bottoms out to play the backstory.
The entire story. You saw the whole movie.
Yeah.
In that trailer.
You saw all the important
A while
parts.
back, I always said, what makes a movie good? When they have an original theme.
Yeah.
So
This movie
wait.
had
That
original
was a House of the Dead theme? Are you sure? I don't think it was.
For the movie. No, what I'm saying is...
I see. Yeah.
How Will Smith did the Men in Black song for the movie. There's a House of the Dead theme
There you go.
for the movie.
Sure. Why not? Okay.
It's just some song that he thought sounded badass.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
it's
think-
House of the Dead related.
I think no, they say
It's
House
not,
of
but
the Dead.
they just say House of the Dead.
Okay.
That's like Street Fighter. Same thing.
I didn't hear them say House of the Dead in the song. All I heard them say
go
is,
back and
I
hear
am
the-
Fury, bringer of the vengeance. Will you hide or will you bear witness?
Go back and watch the shooting scene.
Gladly.
And hell, if you want, we can watch it right after the podcast.
Just pull it up.
Throw it up.
10 minutes.
And I'm telling you, it says
Maybe
House
it
of the
did.
Dead.
I might have just missed it. Listen, the volume was pretty low.
Yeah.
And for when I had the subtitles on for the lyrics, it would always just say like unintelligible.
Don't spit out your beer, right?
And sometimes it would be
yeah.
like, I am Fury, bringer of the vengeance, unintelligible. I was like, what?
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna. Here is so you can see the video game dialogue compared to the movie dialogue.
Is this all of them, or is this like one particular?
It's just like 10 different
some
ones.
cut.
No, this is from House of the Dead 2, though. Which,
yes.
yeah, House of the Dead 2 is pretty bad. So this is Defunct Games, so give them a shout out there, YouTube channel.
Defunct.
There you go.
You've come. Friends. The door of faith shall open.
You've come. Friends.
Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature. The original sin that man is responsible to.
Wow,
To
dude.
protect the life cycle.
To protect the life cycle.
Gold Bond.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's the last boss.
Fury, bringer of the vengeance. That's what should have played.
Is that the Emperor, right?
Yeah, it is.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move.
This is all Goldman?
Most of it.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Goldman, do you know what you're doing?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see?
It's like they're inviting me in.
Very last
Yeah. I'll go on fighting. As long as we have the will to live.
James.
Yeah.
People of the AMS, I am Goldman. I don't care if you people try to get in my way or not. In time, you'll find out who's right. This is a present from me to you. Look at your left.
Look to your left.
Friends. It is not over yet.
Is that all you have to say?
In time, a successor will come. Farewell, friends.
He sounded orgasmic when he said that.
Thank you.
It sounded like they were like recorded in like just someone's house. Like that's what it sounded like. He's like, "Hey man, come over to my house. My wife's not going to be in. We can record some of these lines."
I always like to think.
Have you read them yet? No, I haven't. It's cool, man. Just bring it on. I got it right now over here.
What I'd love to think, instead of like them reading off of a script, they're reading off of cue cards.
Yep.
And somebody's in the background like pointing
Fumbling
to each
with
word
them as he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. It's like I am golden.
Cue cards with one word per card.
Yeah. Keep going. Friends. Hold on. I got. Yeah, every cue card has a ha. Okay, I've got the zombie slaughter. So we'll listen to this one right quick to see if we can hear the House of the Dead in the song.
I'm telling you.
Oh, this is the song?
Well, it's that part of the movie where they're doing this.
First I thought this was ICP or something.
I don't hear him saying anything.
They haven't started yet.
There it is.
All right. We found it. So there you go, guys. We tore this movie apart. We found all the answers.
I told you.
If you have anything else on this movie, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, send us an email. You can always check the website, who'snextgaming.com.
So what do we got next, Seth?
Oh, House of the Dead 2 is coming next. And actually, the next week on Monday, we'll be doing a Who's Next episode. And that we should have our special guest Patrick back.
What day? What day is that?
That's going to be the next. This episode is going to come out Monday, whatever day. What's the day? The 20th.
Today's the 23rd, I think.
So 25th. This will come out 25th. So then, if you listen to this on the 25th, next Monday, which will be probably the 1st of October or something like that.
I don't know.
And actually, we're doing a small theme here where we're doing horror movies. So, based off video games. So, we're doing House of the Dead 1 and 2. And we were trying to do Silent Hill 1 and 2. So, we're gonna see how that goes.
I heard those movies are not so bad.
Silent Hill 1 actually was pretty good.
That's what I actually, it's like at least tolerable.
Yeah. I mean, watching back, I'll probably lose a
Didn't
life.
some girl get like skinned? Like he's like ripped off.
Yes. Oh, it's actually pretty violent. Like there's some violent stuff that happens in that movie, but it's pretty good. I'm probably gonna end up losing maybe a life with it though, because I don't know if it's gonna hold up as well. I'm curious to see. I don't know about 2. I think I saw it. I just
didn't know they made a second movie.
Silent Hill Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation, second one.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Actually, Silent Hill 1 and 2 are on Hulu as well.
I don't have Hulu.
So, but Netflix, I don't know if they have Silent Hill 1.
I know they just have 2.
They have 2. Say Revelation.
That's when I first got Netflix. They had Revelation.
Oh, well, it might not be
they just
there.
recently did new contracts.
Yeah, and if Hulu's got it, then Netflix probably doesn't. So
I don't know. Sometimes they have the same thing.
Sometimes they do. But anyways, we're doing House of the Dead 2, which is again on Hulu, and it might even be just on YouTube. I don't know. So
I have very low expectations for this.
Yeah, I do.
By the way, if you have Amazon Prime, House of the Dead 1 is included. I was very pleased that I didn't have to pay extra.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I saw the YouTube version.
Yeah. So
did they speed it up and like zoom in a tiny bit?
I was like, "Hey, guy, I got this whole thing right here."
Hi, I'm Terry.
Hey, buddy.
I didn't find a YouTube version for this one. They had like an old House of the Dead. There was like
it's like House of Death.
Yeah, House of Dead. I think.
Well, one is House of Dead. One is like House of Death, Bloodbath of the House of the Dead, and it was. I don't know. For some reason, I was like, I'm gonna click on this. So I watched a trailer of it, and it was just like a half naked chick.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who
in the,
was just like, "What you want? You want these? You want these?" And she's like shaking her titties at somebody.
Well,
I'm
I didn't see the whole trailer. But okay.
No, I did.
I kept watching.
Yeah, I kept watching because I saw the picture.
I just saw the thumbnail, some chick with her tits out, and I was like,
I saw the thumbnail and I watched it. She gets backed into a wall, and she's just like, "What? What do you want? Please don't kill me. What? You like what you see? Is this what you like? Is these what you want?" And she's taking her titties and she's squeezing them and she's bouncing them like, "Oh, you want these? You want these, don't you?" I was like, is she talking to me?
What year did this come out? Did they have a year next
it's
to
like,
it?
It's either, I think it's like 1979 or 1980.
Yeah, it's like an older. I thought so.
Yeah.
I think it's 70. I think it's like 78, 79. Okay, but
I think I might go home and check that out.
There you go. You can do that. And then next week, we're getting together to do House of the Dead 2 next Saturday. So anyways, thanks guys for listening. We're signing out. Thanks, Tim, for coming back, and we're looking forward to you coming back for the next episode to do House of the Dead 2. So, all right, peace.